lesson, we'll look at some of the expressions you can use to agree and disagree. Let's start by looking at expressions you can use to agree. The following words or expressions have the same meaning and can be used to show agreement. Try to remember the importance of stress when pronouncing these words and phrases. For example, I totally agree. Where do you think the stress falls in the other examples? We'd pronounce these as definitely. I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. Precisely. You may find yourself partially agreeing with a question the examiner asks, but also have reasons to disagree as well. In which case, any of the following can be useful. For example, I go along with that view to a point. It is always useful to get qualifications, as that's what employers are looking for. But exams don't suit everyone, and it's also important to have experience in an area of work. Adding a but or however to the end of the same expressions enables you to disagree. This is a very gentle, polite way of disagreeing. It shows you understand there are other views to your own, but that you have an alternative opinion. For example, that's one way of looking at it, but it doesn't really help us to understand or deal with the reasons people turn to crime, does it? Finally, you may wish to show a little more forcefully that you disagree. For example, I don't really agree with that idea. I don't like the thought of business interests interfering with the type of healthcare people receive. So there we have lots of different words and expressions you can use during part 3 to show agreement and disagreement. Practice using these in your English discussions.